Today we're going to learn how to multiply and divide in numbers. The rules for multiplying and dividing: if you have two negatives, it makes a positive. If you have one negative, it stays negative. So if I have something like -3 times -5, negatives are always looking for friends. So look, they have a friend, which means that they don't need another friend. 3 times 5 is 15. But if I have something like -7 times 4, this negative is lonely. He doesn't have anybody to be a friend with, so we're going to give him a friend. Here, 7 times 4 is -28. If I have something like -2 times -3, they have friends, so they don't need an extra friend. Okay, if I have something like 5 times -4, there's no friend for this negative, so we're going to give him a friend right here, -20. Okay, the same rules apply to dividing. If I'm dividing -18 divided by 6, that negative doesn't have a friend, so I'm going to give it a friend with my answer, -3. But if I'm dividing like -12 divided by -4, those negatives are friends, and so because they have friends, that's a good thing. I don't need to know. Okay. If I have three numbers, -3 times 4 times -5. These two are friends, so my answer is going to be positive. 5 times 4 is 20, 20 times 3 is 60. However, if I had something like -2 times 8 times, let's go -8. -2 times -8 times -5. These two are friends, but that one doesn't have a friend, so my answer is going to be negative. So -5 times -8 is 40, times -2 is -80. So the rules always go back to, if you have an even number of negatives, the answer is positive. It's not just 2, if it's any even number of negatives. If you have an odd number of negatives, the answer stays negative. Okay, let's go over how to do a couple of the models. So first, if I am doing a model of integers, 3 groups of -2. 3 groups, -2 in each group. How many total negatives do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a model of multiplication. 7 groups of -5. 7 groups, 1 group, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups, and 5 in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on and on and on. And then you count up how many you have, and you have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 negatives. Likewise, with division, you can do division using a similar method. You could say -12 divided by 3. And you would say, hey, look, here's 3 groups. We're dividing into 3, and there's 12. So then I just start counting and distributing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many are in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4. So my answer is -4. One final model that I wanted to show you is the number line model. So if I have something like 6 times -2, I start at 0. And I say, hey, look, I'm starting at 0, and I'm making 6 jumps of -2 each. 1 jump puts me at -2. -4, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps, 5 jumps, 6 jumps of -2 each puts me at -12. That's my answer. Or if I'm doing something like 3 times -4. So I'm doing 3 jumps of -4. I'm going to use the same number line, but I'm going to switch colors. so you can see it a little bit better. So 3 jumps of -4, 1 jump of -4, 2 jumps of -4, 3 jumps of -4, and that one actually is -12 as well. Okay, so if you are doing number lines, this is how many jumps you're doing, and this is how big the jumps are, and you can do it with number line as well. And that is how you do multiplication and division with negative numbers.